last video you have understood the concept of decimal numbers and why we are using decimal numbers. Let us now talk about how the presence of decimal number helped. Even before we talk that, let us talk about the digits and their places in numbers. On the screen you see a number. What is the number? How we will read this number? It is 3481. So each of these 3, 4, 8 and 1 are the digits. Multiple digits together make a number. So why do we call it 3481? Because they are sitting at specific places. Someone is sitting in the ones place, someone is sitting in 100 place, someone is sitting in thousands place, and that's why they named accordingly. So when I ask you to expand these number, you see 3 is sitting in thousands place. So what do you mean by sitting in the thousands place? That means the value of 3 is not 3. It is 3 into 1000. Now 4 is sitting in the 100 place. That means the value of 4 is not 4. It is 4 into 100. Similarly 8 into 10 and 1 into 1, because 1 is sitting in the ones place. When you add all these together, 3000 plus 400 plus 80 plus 1, together it is 3481. Got it? So this is how the number is formed. Digits are placed at a certain position and each position has its own value. So here we see that you start with the number with the ones position. As you move on towards the higher position, okay, you start with 1. As you move on the higher position, you move to 10. You have to move to 10. So multiply with 10. So that means 1 into 10 equal to 10. So you get the tens position. Then you multiply 10 again by a 10. So you get 100. This is 100 position. Again 100 into 10, that is 1000. So you get 1000 position. This you get 1000 position, and then again 1000 into 10, so you will get 10,000 position or 10,000, and so on. So as we move towards the bigger and bigger number, you have to multiply it by 10. This is called ones place, tens place, and so on. So like this we can represent any number which is equal to or greater than 1. But what about the number which is less than 1? Last slide you have seen all the proper fraction and many improper fraction, they cannot be represented by this method. Let's say for example of proper fraction 1 by 3 is less than 1. But how do we represent 1 by 3 using these building block? We can't, because the building block starts with 1. It does not accommodate anything that is less than 1. So we will start dividing by 10. If we will divide by 10, the value will be gradually reduced. Whenever multiplied by 10, the number will be increased, and whenever divide by 10, the value will be decreased. The number will be decreased. Dividing time, you will get the answer which is less than 1. So you start with 1. Next step, you will divide by 10. In the further next step, you will divide by 100, and next step you will divide by 1000. That is till now you only had the position of left side, but now you will also get the position running towards the right side. 1 by 10 is called 10th position, 1 by 100 is called 100th position, 1 by 1000 is called 1000th position, and so on. With this, we can actually accommodate the number which is lesser than 1. Now we will see how it will going to help us. Now we will talk about the decimal point. So you would have seen that all the decimal numbers, they have a point. In fact, how we recognize the decimal numbers? Right now we have these positions. Towards the left side of 1 we have the bigger places, and towards the right side we have the smaller places, tens, hundreds, like this. If I will take a number like this, so here 2 is in the hundred place and 4 is in the tens place, right? But if I see only the number, this number, so how we will read this number? It is 24,516, right? Do you think that this is what am I trying to tell about this number? So here 2 is in the 10,000s place and 4 is in the thousands place, 5 is in the hundred, 1 tens and 6 is in the ones place. But in reality is that we do not have a thousands place and 10,000s place. So how we will differentiate the number, this number, from that number which we are trying to say? No. So in order to solve this problem, we will introduce a decimal point. So where do you put a decimal point? We always put a decimal point to separate whole number part and the fractional part, so that the decimal points is put here. Okay, so we have to put like this: 245, then point, then 16. So 245.16. This decimal point get as a separator. So do you think that 24516, 24,516 and 245.16 both are same? There is a huge difference between the two numbers. Now if I ask you to expand this number, here just towards the left side of the decimal point is our ones place. So it is 2 into 100 plus 4 into 10 plus 5 into 1. After decimal, it should be divided by 10, then divided by 100, right? So 1 into 1 by 10, after the 6 is there, that means 6 into 1 by 100, because 6 is in the 100 place. So if I will find out the value, that is 245.16. So with the help of this, we can find out, or we can add, subtract or multiply a decimal numbers. But most important thing that you have to understand that where you will put the decimal point. Hope you have understood the concept.